Hello everybody and welcome to a new game we are going to be playing. It is called The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. In this series, Legend of Heroes, the only game I have any experience with is The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1, which I don't think I ever finished. I know I did most of the game, but I don't think I ever beat it. But we're going to be starting from the first game. This is a re-release, I believe, on the PS4. I know nothing about this game at all, but from what I played of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1, I really enjoyed it. So I bought all of them. So we're gonna play them. I do not own any of the Trails in the Sky games, so those ones we unfortunately will not be playing. But I don't believe those take place in Crossbell. I think this is the first one to take place in Crossbell. Okay, new game. Let's play on, oh my god, nightmare. Sure, let's play on normal. Oh, look at us, we're little chibis. Well, Tio? It's exactly as I suspected. Apparently the audio is in Japanese. Pretty sure the other game I played had English audio, but moving along. The higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are indeed present. Just like the tower and temple. I was afraid of that. This will likely be our most difficult operation yet. I'm sure we'll run into more of those supernatural creeps here too. I can already tell this is going to be a pain. I see. Got it. Knowing our enemy, they'll try to ambush us. Everyone, keep your eyes open and stay sharp. Right. Does she have like little cat ear headband on? Also, her name is Uncle. That's so interesting. Okay, you cannot move the camera. The camera is fixed in this position. So let's just move around, see what's going on. Okay, I can slash with that. Cannot use this right now. Square opens the menu. System. Options. I want to turn that down. Turn that up. Battle voices, sure. Okay. Okay, this is exactly what Trails of Cold Steel did. They start you, like, in the middle or towards the end of the game, where you have, like, as you can see, all this HP, all this EP, and you're kind of, like, in the middle of the story, but then you go back. So I think that's what's going to happen in this game. We shall see, though. Can I walk down here? Oh, I sure can. Surely there aren't, like, any treasure chests in this beginning area. Highly doubtful. What the? Interesting. That does not look good. You should get that checked out. Your floor should not be a red haze. I can't even see the bottom. I wonder how far down it goes. I'm sure we're about to find out. From up here, I'm guessing it's at least a good 500 RG deep. Man, getting all the way down there is going to be one hell of a trip. Tio, what's wrong? Are you alright? You look so pale. I'm fine. It's just, this place brings back some unpleasant memories. Memories? Do you mean that lodge on the Calvardian border where those jerks were all holed up? Yeah? Yes. I believe this path was designed to resemble the road to Gehenna, symbolizing the intention of those who walk it to renounce Idios and accept the devil's power, and to make all kinds of horrible offerings and sacrifices in exchange for that power. What vile people. No wonder this place is giving me such a bad vibe. In that case, our mission is clear. For the sake of those who helped us come this far, and for the girl who's waiting for us to come home. There's a girl waiting for us to come home? That's news to me. It's our duty to banish the shadows that lurk here and drag these devils out into the light. We'll put an end to all of the suffering they've caused. Lloyd. Man, you outdid yourself this time, Lloyd. That's gotta be one of the cheesiest speeches yet. Wow. But I'm with you. They want devils? Well, let's give them heck. I agree. Our enemy is like a spider, hiding in the shadows and pulling the strings of its web. But we've come a long way. We're not rookies anymore. We can bring them to justice. Right. We'll definitely win. Alright. Time to get going then. The four of us, members of the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section, will now commence our infiltration and settle this case once... This case. Words are so hard for me today. Once and for all. I can read, I swear. Find me. Is that the girl who's waiting for us to come home? Oh, we're on a train now. What the heck? Huh? Where am I? On a train, my dude. Oh, right. I said goodbye to my aunt and uncle, double-checked all my luggage, boarded the train, and... Are you alright, dearie? Daijoubu? You jolted right awake. You were tossing and turning something fierce. Are you feeling under the weather? Oh, no, I'm fine. Just a little sleep-deprived, that's all. I had the strangest dream, though. Oh-ho, strange, you say? What kind of strange? Were you, perhaps, being sworn by hordes of sexy ladies? Man, I didn't want to say that he was taking this to a place it didn't need to go, and then he did, in fact, take this to a place it didn't need to go. Glad my assumption turned out to be correct. I feel less judgy now. What? No, can't say it was that good of a dream. Lloyd. Now, dear, don't tease the poor boy. How about an ice-cold lemonade to perk you up? That sounds great. I've got a whole bottle right here. Go on, don't be shy. Oh, well, if you don't mind, you should not take drinks from strangers. That's a bad thing to do. Thanks, that really hit the spot. I'm feeling better already. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Judging by your clothes, you aren't Erebonian. If I had to guess, I'd say you're from Crossbell, right? Oh, yes, sir. I lived abroad for a while, but I'm moving back to the city again. If you could tell that much, you two must be locals yourselves then. Yep, we just finished a little vacation in the Republic, and we're on our way home now. If you're coming back from living abroad, I doubt you'll even recognize Crossbell. That's true. The city has changed drastically over the past 2 or 3 years. I thought that might be the case. I've caught glimpses of Crossbell City from train windows more than a few times recently. They've really added a lot of high-rises, haven't they? They have. After all, Crossbell's always been the leading trade city in Zemuria. Our ever-growing finance sector has seen a lot of foreign investors putting their money in development recently. Especially after the non-aggression pact. Feels like we had new buildings going up as soon as the ink dried. I mean, expansion's good. Department stores, office buildings, with all the Mira pouring in, these places popped up all over the city. I admit, things have become much more convenient, but I don't know if I like all the hustle and bustle. Everyone's always rushing around, busy with this or that. It's like we've all become slaves to time and Mira. I feel that in my soul. Slaves to time and money. Oh, maybe we've said a bit too much. I'm sorry, dearie. Don't mind us old folk prattling on about doom and gloom. I hope we didn't ruin your big homecoming. Nah, it's quite alright. My friend said the same thing in his letters. But it doesn't matter how much it's changed. Crossbell will always be my home. Of course. Well said. I'm impressed to hear such words from someone your age. Compared to bright young men like you, all these new politicians are just, oh, let's not talk about politics. They're always the Empire this, or the Republic that. I'm sick of their partisan squabbling. Can't trust anyone except for old Mayor McDowell. Now, dear. Calm down. Sorry about that. He tends to get carried away when it comes to politics. It's fine. Details like this are good to know. I was getting issues of the Crossbell Times when I was abroad, but I'd much rather hear about these things directly from the people they affect. What an optimist. Oh, a fellow avid reader of the Crossbell Times, eh? I'm no fan of all their trendy puff pieces, but every so often they'll put out some hard-hitting articles. I wish they'd dive a little bit deeper into the issues with the Crossbell diet, though. Is that so? Well, from the sound of it, there are plenty of topics to cover. Ah, are we here? Oh wow, this is a big city. Attention all passengers. We will be arriving in Crossbell City shortly. Passengers bound for Liberal or Remiferia via airship, please disembark here to transfer. Additionally, per Zemurian Railroad Corporation bylaws, this train will remain at Crossbell Station for 30 minutes upon arrival. Passengers bound for Erebonia, please have your entry application ready for the inspection officer. Sounds like we're almost there. Let's get our things together then. The less we see of these Imperial soldiers' ugly mugs, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Will do. It's been 3 years since then. I made sure to keep in contact with Cecile, but... Guy. Cecile. He said Aniki. I think that means older brother. Finally back. Back to Crossbell. Our home. Well, we'll see if I wind up having to cut this out of the video, but we will let it play for now. Cat Hero Girl has a doggo! Oh, the typical lecher. Mob boss. Interesting. Dog. So in Trails of Cold Steel 1, you are a student, so you take on like school assignments and do stuff like that. It looks like this one you are a police officer and you do detective-y stuff, I guess. We'll find out. Prologue, special support section. Okay. I don't know if I had to cut out that intro, but if I did, sorry. It just pretty much showed things that are going to happen throughout the game. You didn't really miss much. Assuming I had to cut it out. Maybe you didn't miss anything at all. Crossbell Station. I love there's a unicorn on the front of the train. Got a little satchel. I love that even when the people are standing still, they're in a walking animation, so it looks like that person wants to walk off the balcony, and that other person is trying to like ram himself into the signboard. Welcome. I have no idea what that said, but it looks like someone with a chef hat. Department store times. Orbital store. Yes. Genten. Central Square. Look at them in their little walking animations in place. That's so funny. Wow, things really have changed. I can barely recognize the place with all these new department stores everywhere. Huh? What's that building over there? Oh, that's the Orbital store. It opened up just last year. They carry darn near every kind of Orbital device, from household items to vehicles. Their shelves are lined with things from the Empire, the Republic, Liberal, heck, even from the Epstein Foundation. I feel like the English translation said Epstein, but it's been so long I can't remember. If it is Epstein, I'm sorry. When we get to that game that's in English, we'll call it how they say it. But for now, Epstein. You name it, they've got it. That's pretty impressive. You know, I've always noticed a lot more cars on the street. I've also noticed, rather. You would hardly see them 3 years ago. Too true, dearie. There are more of them out and about, but even so, they're still a luxury only rich folk can afford. But more rich folk have them, which means eventually that will trickle down. I'm just thankful for our public transportation. We have a bunch of buses that can take you wherever in the city you need to go. That is nice. Public transportation is nice. I personally will never ride on a public bus, but maybe that's just me. Why, there's even one that runs to the hospital down south every half hour on the dot. That is very convenient. Wow, really? That is pretty convenient. That's what I said. Lloyd and I are twinning. Hard to believe. So much has changed here in only 3 years. That's industrialization for you. Well, we'd probably best say our goodbyes here. You still have to report in for your job, right? Oh, yes, you're right. I wanted to at least help you carry your luggage home, though. Oh, no, dearie, don't worry about us. We don't want to make you late for work on your first day. She's right. No matter what you do, first impressions last. Remember that, son. Okay, I give up. You make a good point. I'm sorry. So his first day is the day he's arriving from abroad to this city? That is irresponsible on his part. He should definitely have gotten to this city before his first day of work. Anything could happen, Lloyd. Anything. Oh, that's not even my satchel. That's his satchel. I don't have luggage. I just have the clothes on my back. I'm poor. Ah, that reminds me. Seeing as you just returned, do you have a place to stay? If you don't, I can introduce you to the inn over on East Street. Lovely place. I appreciate the offer, but I already have accommodations set up. Hopefully I sent my luggage ahead and I'm not clothesless. My things have probably already arrived there by now. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Well, the two of us live near the end of East Street. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to drop by. We'd love to have you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Once I'm settled in, I'll be sure to pay a visit. Of course. Take care, lad. Hope to see you soon, dearie. Goodbye, random old couple. I knew you well. Huh? A cat! I'm surprised that old place is still standing. There's a cat. I remember the Crossbell Times used to be in there. Wonder if they moved somewhere nicer. Seeing it again sure brings back memories. It really sticks out in the middle of all these new buildings, though. Well then, better get a move on. Lloyd took out a letter from his pocket. Officer Lloyd Bannings, you are assigned to the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section. Please report in for duty on the designated date. CPD HR Department. Special Support Section? I don't remember that name ever popping up during my time in the police academy. I can only imagine what kind of division this is. I mean, I wasn't even sent a uniform or anything. Really, what we're wearing now, like, super looks like a uniform. Oh well. I guess I'll find out soon enough. I'm sure the police department hasn't moved since the last time I was here, at least. All right, let's do this, Lloyd Bannings. The CPD. A lot of cameras. I'm not gonna get over the fact that they walk in place. That's just so funny. Sure enough, the Crossbell Police Department hasn't changed much. This is where I'll be working from here on out. It hasn't quite sunk in yet. Well then, enough standing around. I should go check in with the receptionist. Good day and welcome to the Crossbell Police Department. How can I help you? Well, my name is Lloyd Bannings and I'm a new recruit here. I got a letter telling me to report in today. It's nice to meet you. Oh, is that right? That's wonderful. I'm always happy to see new members joining the force. But that's odd. There's no information in the system about a new recruit coming in today. Are you sure you weren't supposed to go to the Crossbell Guardian Force? Yes, I'm positive that I've been assigned to the Crossbell Police Department. If you need proof, I can show you my detective qualifications I earned at the police academy. Wow, you passed the detective exam? That's amazing. It's not every day you see a newcomer this qualified. No, it's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure I just got lucky. Don't downplay your intelligence. And besides, I was the only person that even took the exam this time. That is wild. Oh, come on. No need to be so modest. But this is really bizarre. We should have been notified of your assignment already. Do you happen to know what division you were assigned to? Oh, about that. I think it was called something like the Special Support Section. The Special Support Section? I don't recall us having a division by that name. Wait. It doesn't even exist? Oh, wait, just a moment. I think I've heard that name somewhere, but I'm having a hard time remembering. Just show her the letter. Oh, hey there. You made it. Is he smoking? Ah, Chief Sergei. You can just leave him to me, Fran. He's one of the recruits for my new division. Unshaven man. Ha! Oh, I see. So that's what your new division is called. No wonder I couldn't find the name. Yep. Sorry to give you a scare like that. I'm sure we'll have the name in the files before long. Or maybe not. Hard to say if this team will last any longer than half a year. Wow, you're telling me I'm going to be without a job in 6 months? That's... Why am I here then? Sir? Unshaven man. I'm Sergei Lowe. Sergei Liu, Chief of the Special Support Section. So you're Lloyd, huh? Yes, sir. Lloyd Bannings. Reporting for duty to the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support... Hold the formalities for now. It's still a little early to be reporting in for your assignment. For now, follow me. I'll introduce you to the team. Okay. He's no longer Unshaven Man. He has officially changed his name to Chief Sergei. Here to tell you, I'm much preferred. Unshaven Man. Well, best of luck. I'm sure you'll have your work cut out for you, but just give it your all and you'll be fine. Thanks. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about all this? Because he said we're going to be without a job in 6 months. What's there to feel secure about? Oh. Well, look who finally decided to show up. See, that's what I'm saying. We should have gotten to the city yesterday at the latest so that we could be on time today. Girl in black. Ow. Sorry for the wait, everyone. Here's the final member of our little team. Don't just stand there. Introduce yourself. Ah, right. All 3 of them look too young to be senior officers at the CPD. Are they also rookies? Then again, that girl looks like she's too young to even be part of the force. Hey, snap out of it. You never get an introduction before? Ain't hard, kid. Just give your name and where you're from. Sorry, sir. See, we are wearing a uniform. What is he talking about earlier? He's clearly wearing a uniform. It says police department on the side. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I was born in Crossbell. Until recently, I've been living abroad. I've decided to return home in pursuit of joining the CPD. I look forward to working with all of you. Wow, that intro was so proper and serious. I'm almost impressed. Hey there, I'm Brandy. Randy Orlando. My hobbies include the finer things in life, namely flirting with lovely ladies, gambling, and pursuing the latest girly mags. Oh my gosh. This guy. If you ever want to borrow an issue from my prize collection, you just let me know. Yeah. You're what? Ahem. Pleased to meet you. My name is Ellie McDowell. Oh, the daughter, presumably, of, what was it? The mayor? Mayor McDowell? Is that who it was? That the old man on the train was talking about? I'm Crossbellin. I feel like that should be Crossbellian, but Crossbellin, sure. Much like yourself. I look forward to working with you. Likewise. Tio Plato. Le Mans State. A pleasure to meet you. Yeah, you too. Chief Sergey? Huh? What is it? I'm wondering, what exactly is the Special Support Section? There are only a handful of members, and everyone here, myself included, is fairly young. Well, there's been a lot of stuff going on here at the CPD lately. But hey, everyone at this table is a promising young rookie. So at the very least, it'll be nice to work with people your age. Yeah. I mean, I guess, but... Is this really okay for a police division? Well, I can tell you I'm glad we don't have any bossy old-timers looking down their noses at us. Randy. What in the world is this? Lloyd is like, what have I gotten myself into? Is it too late to turn back? Can I just be a normal police officer? Please. That bad feeling of mine just keeps getting worse. I don't think that bad feeling is gonna go away until like 6 months from now when we're apparently without a job. And then you can just put this all behind you. Sergey speaking. Oh, is that so? Good work. Is that a portable communication device? I'm surprised they're already integrated into the police force. Yeah, roger that. You can leave the rest to us. Alright, rookies. Good news for you. You wanted to know what kind of responsibilities the SSS is going to have, right? Well, we're about to go on a little trip where you can find out firsthand. Okay. High speed mode. I do like fast. Station Street? What did I click? Okay. Does he want us to follow him down the stairs? What exactly is down there? I had accidentally hit L2 and it triggered high speed mode. Now you know. He told whoever he was talking to that we'd handle the rest. Man, I hope this isn't some sort of boring cleanup duty. It is your job, my dude. Behind that door is the Geo Front, a vast network of tunnels running underneath Crossbell City. Oh, are we already at the sewer level that like almost every JRPG has? And you guys will be making your way through it. What? Could you tell us why we're doing this? Yeah, what's this have to do with anything? For starters, it'll serve as a test to evaluate your combat skills and overall aptitude. They might not be all that strong, but there are a bunch of different monsters roaming around down there. Is he wearing sandals? At first I was like, Sergei is just not wearing shoes like straight up, but now they look like sandals. Like slides. It's your job to dispose of them and reach the deepest section of the tunnels. Alright then. A combat test, huh? Fine by me. Wait a second. Test or not, why are we the ones going into an area infested with monsters? Isn't that a job for the Guardian Force? I'll admit, this isn't the kind of work a typical detective would be doing. But you're members of the SSS, making it a different story altogether. Come again? We'll talk details later. First things first. Here. Sergei gave a handheld device to each of the SSS members. Oh, I get my own phone. Would this be... It's a flip phone. Is this the newest model of Orbment? Dang, it's pretty slick. I like it. The Enigma, a 5th generation battle Orbment. Is it finally ready for combat? Guess so. The Foundation shipped him out a couple of days ago, and they've already been adjusted to fit your individual aptitudes. As for how to use them, Tio, you're up. If I must. Were you also supplied with quartz for this particular model? Yep. It's not much, but here you go. Received quartz of each type. Also, you won't get far without this. Geo front A key. Yes, I do need to be able to go into the door to pass your little test here. Come back to headquarters once you've taken care of the monsters. We'll talk more after that. Oh, right. I better hand these over to you, too. Detective Notebook. Combat Notebook. About the Detective Notebook. The Special Support section dutifully records events that happen throughout the game in the Detective Notebook. Check its contents by selecting Detective Notebook after opening items from the camp menu or by pressing triangle and left while on the field. Okay, triangle and left. From here, you can also refer to the help manual to review tutorials. About the Combat Notebook, the Special Support section dutifully records the data of each enemy you fight in the Combat Notebook. Like the Detective Notebook, you can view its contents by selecting Combat Notebook under Items or by pressing triangle and right on the field. I like me some shortcuts. Wait, you're leaving already? Sure am. Oh, and Lloyd, you're team leader for now. Me? Why? Because you're the only certified detective here. Look at me, I'm fancy, I'm special. Well, good luck, guys. Also, I don't think red hair here is gonna listen to anything I say. Sure drew the short end of the stick, huh, Lloyd? I do find it reassuring to have a proper detective on the team. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Detective Bannings. Yeah, you too, Ellie. If it's okay with you, I think we can drop the formalities, though. We're all about the same age, more or less. Oh, are we? I'm 18, by the way. So am I. What about you two? I'm 21, but I'd better not catch you calling me sir or anything like that. Let's kick some butt together, guys. Agreed. Glad to have you two here. What about Tio? And that leaves you, Tio. Mind telling us your age? 14. Will that be a problem? No, of course not. Wait, 14? Well, how about that? Turns out you're exactly as young as you look. It's hard to believe you're already a police officer at your age. No, back up here. This doesn't make any sense no matter how you look at it. You have to be at least 16 before you can even join the police force. How can someone who's not even old enough to have graduated Sunday school become a police officer? Because I am not one. I was transferred here by the Epstein Foundation for testing purposes. What? The Foundation? Oh. Didn't they make these orbments we just got? think I understand now. I've heard that Crossbell City has been cooperating with the Foundation on a large-scale project for several years. Correct. The Orbital Network Project. While somewhat related, the reason for my transfer is this. A stick. It's a stick. A mechanical staff? Correct again. It's called an orbital staff. It's a stick. I was transferred to test this weapon's effectiveness in real combat scenarios. Do you understand now, Lloyd? Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You're telling me you're going to fight monsters with a staff. Dude, the staff users in Trails of Cold Steel 1 were some of the best characters. They're how you stayed alive. For a certified detective, you are exceptionally slow. Vicious. I believe I made myself clear. What do you fail to comprehend? Come on, guys. Bickering like this won't get us anywhere. Now, I don't know exactly how dangerous this geofront place is, so we better make sure we're all focused. Sooner we finish this mission that old man forced on us, the sooner we can get back. I still have a lot of questions, but yes, I agree. You're right. Arguing is pointless. Sorry if I offended you, Tio. It is fine. Your reaction was justified given the information currently available to you. Now, back on topic. As I said, I will be utilizing my orbital staff to fight. What weapons do you three use? My weapon of choice? Well, I specialize in these. Are those some sort of police batons? Nah, those are tonfas. They're an Eastern weapon. Way I hear it, they're designed to focus on self-defense and suppression rather than offensive power. I see. A fitting choice for a police officer, then. I tried out other weapons, but these felt the most natural. So, what about you two? Ah, right. Take a look. A gun. An orbital gun. It appears to be an older model, though. Maybe, but it's beautifully crafted. It was custom-made for marksmanship competitions. It may be an oldie, but its precision is unparalleled. Oh, confident. I like it. Now, let me introduce you to my partner in crime. Is that an axe? That's quite the weapon, Randy. Where was he hiding that on his person? It looks quite similar to the halberds used by knights during the Middle Ages. I've seen them before in our factories before. It is equipped with a unit that converts orbital energy into shockwaves. Bingo! This baby is called a stun halberd. Its weight can make it difficult to get the hang of, but it's unmatched in terms of raw power. Impressive. While I still don't quite understand how Tio's staff works, I think overall we make a pretty balanced team. I think so too. It's probably one of the reasons the four of us were put together in the first place. The chief may act all laid back and casual, but he's actually pretty serious when it comes down to it. I concur. I will save the explanation of my staff specifications for later. For now, would you like me to explain how our battle orbments work? Sure. That's great. Very well. Basically, an orbment is a device that uses orbital energy to generate various phenomena. For simple lighting, cooling, and heating systems to engines that power cars and trains, all of them require energy output by orbments. The so-called battle orbment is essentially a small portable orbment that is specifically designed to be used in combat. The ones we received are the newest models, which were developed by the Epstein Foundation. Like its predecessors, it functions by drawing power from crystal circuits called quartz. Quartz are created by processing septium fragments known as septic. Once made, they can be placed into the actual orbments. Didn't Chief Sergei hand you some before he left, Tio? Indeed. All we have to do is set them into the slots in our orbments. The elemental value and combination of quartz will determine which orbital arts are available to the user. Arts can be more effective than melee attacks depending on the monster. That's why we should properly configure each of our orbments before tackling the geofront. Understood. I'll be sure to keep that in mind during the battles to come. Even the Bracer Guild and Guardian Force use them. No reason why we shouldn't, eh? One more thing. Battle orbments are fine-tuned to each individual user, meaning that the circuit layout varies from person to person. For example, some slots are restricted to quartz with a specific elemental attribute. The Sepith lines may differ as well. However, we can compare the differences in our orbments another time. As for arts, it'll be better to learn about those during actual combat, so I will stop my explanation here. Thank you, Tio. That was very helpful. You are welcome. Seems like these new models work pretty much the same way as the old ones, yeah? More or less. If you have experience with previous models, you should not have much trouble using these. The main difference from older orbments is the addition of a new function. And that would be... It is unnecessary for this mission, so do not concern yourself with it for now. Let us instead focus on the task at hand. Yeah, you're right. That just makes me even more curious. Okay then, let's make sure our orbments are ready before heading into the geofront. Once all of us have set our quartz, we'll get our first mission underway. Understood. Time to pop in some quartz. Please set a quartz for each party member. You can do this by selecting orbment from the camp menu, and then selecting quartz. Oh, I got a trophy. You have earned a noteworthy beginning achievement for receiving the Detective Notebook. As you can see, during the game, you may unlock achievements when fulfilling certain conditions. Unlocking achievements will also give you points, that you can use to unlock various features after clearing the game. You can check your achievements by selecting Record under the System menu in the Camp menu. Okay. Nifty. Orb Mint. Quartz. Okay, so she can only equip Evade for now. You can only equip HP. You can only equip Attack. Let's do Defense. Okay. Artless. Stone Spike. Sparkle. Icicle Edge. And Firebolt. Okay. System. Save. Yeah.